Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot reading with a little bit of astrology thrown in with me, Stella Wilde, and Miss Ariel. We're here to give you the intuitive information you need to manifest your wildest dreams. So this forecast is from Sunday, December 12th to Saturday, December 18th, the day of the full moon in Gemini. So what I really like about this full moon coming up toward the end of this week is that Jupiter is trining the full moon, and he's giving that supportive little vibe there. And I'm really hoping, since he's finishing up his sojourn in Aquarius, that this is the week he delivers some good news, some goodies, some gifts. Couldn't we all use a little bit of that Jupiter beneficence? I think so. So watch for your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, and your Venus sign, or watch all of them. Whatever you feel like doing, we love you. Just watch the video, enjoy, and if you feel so inclined, hit that thumbs up button. We would appreciate it. All right, let's get into your reading. Timestamps in the description. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. This week, a big wish could manifest for you. So let's see what the universe has to say for you through the tarot for this week's energies. Jupiter's getting ready to leave that 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. The full moon is in your 3rd house of communication, so you could be hearing some good news. Let's see. Aries, King of Pentacles, maybe from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or about your money. And it's about your money. 9 of Pentacles, no reversals with this deck. Something's going down with your money. 3 of Cups, Aries. 8 of Wands, news is coming in fast. Probably on the 18th, near the 18th. And we have the 5 of Cups there at the end. So something that you have almost given up hope on, this 5 of Cups, is, I think, going to pleasantly surprise you this week. We have 3 of Cups, joy and celebration, news arriving very, very fast about some sort of project that you have been working on. This could be involving anything you have been putting your personal stamp on because of the 9 of Coins here. So, and this is Virgo energy, and it's interesting, we're having the King of Pentacles over here. So this could have something to do absolutely with your work. This could also be some good news about a health or well-being matter. That's possible also, since Virgo rules your 6th house of health and work and well-being. So especially if you have been working hard to manifest some positive changes in either of those areas, your results are likely to bear fruit. So very, very good energy here. The King of Pentacles is interesting because it is a pinnacle card. It's the king, obviously. So there is something here coming to some sort of illumination, conclusion, which is what full moons do. They bring things to light. So I think this is maybe also something to do with how powerful you are in your career and the next journey you're going to be going on to up-level your career. Because also Venus and Pluto are conjunct in your 10th house right now this week of career in Capricorn, and this is the Earth Capricorn energy also. So you could be really getting some very positive affirmation from the universe about a powerful career development, powerful and positive well-being development, and the news arrives very fast. If you have been stuck in some 5 of Cups where you maybe have felt a little regrets of the past, and like I said, wondering if things were ever going to shift for you, it is very possible that this week you are absolutely blown away by how quickly a situation can turn on a dime for you and really bring you some sort of positive good news. So love this for you, Aries. Excellent. So keep the faith. I know there's been this 5 of Cups could be that you want to share this good news with somebody who's not around anymore in your life for whatever reason. General reading, right? So for whatever reason. And it's like kind of instinctually you go to pick up the phone and let them know, oh my God, like this happened, and you realize, oh, wait a minute. Can't do that. So that may be the reason we have this 5 of Cups here. You're not going to end the week sad. You're going to end the week triumphant. Look at this gorgeous energy. But this because it's the 5, and 5s are shifting energy. It's not long-lasting energy. So there's just there's this little pang of, darn it, I wish that person was here, because I'm having such a beautiful celebration of good news and something I've really been wanting to manifest. Something solid in my life is manifesting. They would be so proud of me. They are proud of you, Aries. Know that. Wherever they are, they know. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on for you. There's a big full moon in your second house of money. The Venus-Pluto conjunction, which for me is about making empowering choices, revisiting choices in love and money. That's in your 9th house of the big picture of your life. And then Jupiter is getting ready to leave your 10th house of career. So let's see what news may be coming in for you in the week ahead. All right, we have justice. So it could be something legal, paperwork, contract, and the 6 of Wands. Very nice. Knight of Pentacles. I like to see that. King of Swords. Okay. And the Queen of Cups. All right, interesting. Thank you, Ariel. All right. So you're going to be making a decision this week, and you're going to be using your intuition and your intellect to make that decision and say yes to something, I believe, with the 6 of Wands here. So there is likely something you have been wanting to shift in your life for a while with the Knight of Pentacles in the middle. So some sort of real estate situation, job, money, finally have some movement forward. And the Knight of Pentacles is slow. And in fact, he's just stopped there looking at his pentacle. So, you've been kind of like, hello, are things going to finally rev up and move forward? And I do believe that that is the case. We have the Gemini full moon represented here by the King of Swords. And then we have, of course, the water sign, the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy happening over here. So something that occurs, some news, good news that comes in, 6 of Wands here, will have a follow-up effect also when Jupiter goes into Pisces at the end of December. So this is something that's going to carry into next year, the developments of this scenario, whatever this is for you, this 6 of Wands victory. Now, it could be something to do with a Libra, sure, because the Justice card is here. But this could be about bringing more balance back into your life, especially in terms of finances. So maybe finally getting your finances sorted out in some way. There could be an important contract, paperwork, sale of real estate, perhaps because of the Knight of Pentacles, closing, that type of thing happening here. A final lawsuit settled, finally. Could be any of those possibilities applied to your life with the Libra justice energy showing up here. But it's also like the universe is bringing a victorious justice to your life with these energies here. This is triumph, the 6 of Wands. And this is your head held high and all eyes on you. And it's like, yes, you did this. You manifested this victory for yourself. You hung in there. You didn't give up. So whatever goal you've been working toward with this Knight of Pentacles here, finally something seems to manifest for you. And as I said, here's our Gemini full moon. So it's probably going to be later in the week. I would say by the end of the week. And as I said, this situation is going to positively affect your life as well going into next year. And there also may be a tie-in. There could be a tie-in with something that happened in Scorpio season. So, that Scorpio full moon, well, that was in Taurus. That was your full moon. So this could be connected in Scorpio season to that full moon that happened on November 19th as well. So you could have gotten something that happened at that point is maybe revisited this week as well. And you get the final wrap up of that situation. That's possible. I'm also going to say that next Aquarius and Pisces season as well, there's some follow through with this at that time period also. That, again, should be very favorable for you because of the 6 of Wands. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on for you. This is your moment, the full moon in your sign, your full moon of the year on Saturday in your first house of the self and your goals. It's very personal when the full moon is in our sign. And also, we have the Venus-Pluto conjunction happening in your 8th house of transformation. So making some new commitments in love and money, perhaps, transforming and changing those areas of your life. And then we also have Jupiter getting ready to leave your 9th house of the bigger picture of your life. So I feel like you may have some important epiphany in the week ahead about the next direction of your life, where you want to go, what you want to do, where are you at with your personal growth and transformation. All right, let's see what we have for you, Gemini. Here you are, Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay, interesting. The Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, and the World. Okay. So this full moon is going to show you where you are stuck and where you need to make up your mind, probably about a work matter because of the Eight of Pentacles showing up here. So it is possible. I feel like this is also kind of looking at your goals for 2022. I feel like you want a bigger role in the world. Here's our World card. Here's our Hierophant. You want more prestige. You want more money. You want more solid employment for some of you with the Eight of Coins here. Like you want to have, I mean, here is the butterfly, which is the symbol for transformation. You know, you want greater depth, the Hierophant, depth of meaning in your work life. You want to feel transformed when you go to work, and you want to feel like you transform other people. And you may have not, I can't talk today. You may not have felt like that for a while, the Ten of Swords. So that's what I'm saying. Like you could have felt stuck, rock in a hard place. I'm not feeling like this is energizing me anymore. It's a mental drain, right? Because it's the Ten of Swords. And you're next to the card. So you may have been looking, here's your little spyglass. You may have been looking for other opportunities, but maybe they didn't gel, they didn't come together yet, because there's something here. I feel that you have to get unstuck about your own situation in your own mind. I think what it might be is to recognize that you have wrapped up a karmic cycle with the particular situation you have been in up to this point. Whether it's the last year, the last 10 months, the last 10 years. You have wrapped something up. I don't think you've accepted that fact yet. That's my feeling. I think this full moon is going to show you it really is time to change with the World card here. This situation has to come to a conclusion. There's something better waiting for you with this Hierophant and this Eight of Coins, but it's up to you to make that move and make that decision. And the world can be about conclusions, about endings, about realizations that will change our world. So that's what I feel is likely to be going on for you at this full moon. So it's nothing bad here, Gemini. It's just, I think, about personal insights. This is very personal. When we have a full moon in our particular sign, it's very personal. So I'm not surprised that you're showing up here, the first card. And instead of looking outwardly with the spyglass, look inwardly. Look at your own mind and what you need to let go of, some attitudes, some beliefs, some, whatever. Realize that something is past its sell-by date. I think you intuitively know that. But sometimes admitting it to ourselves and truly saying, all right, yeah, you know what? Got to move on from that. That's the thing you're going to really see this week. And you're going to see that moving on is going to bring you such a beautiful transformation in your world and in your life with all this butterfly energy here. So be gentle with yourself this week, because anytime we have major realizations like that, it can be a little tender. And I mean, like I said, I'm not seeing anything negative here, but that Ten of Swords may kind of really be in your face a little bit. Like, you'd be like, you're going to have to look at it, because here you are looking at it right here. And you may have been avoiding it up to this point. You're not going to be able to this week, but that's okay, because you're going to then, knowledge is power, and you're going to be able to point yourself in the direction of your transformation. And that's what you want. All right, Cancer. So the full moon's happening in your 12th house of your subconscious, things unseen, things hidden behind the scenes. Then we have the Venus-Pluto conjunction happening in your 7th house of relationships and other people. And 7th house is also enemies. And then we have Jupiter getting ready to leave your 8th house of other people's money, sex, death, taxes, and personal transformation, among other things. So I feel like some sort of information may come out of the woodwork. That's also 12th house, like something behind the scenes that's been hidden comes out as full moons bring revelations that helps empower you to make a better decision, probably about your personal life with that Venus-Pluto conjunction happening. And may even have something to do with protecting your money in some way also. All right, so let's see what we have here, Cancer, for you. All right, Cancer. 7 of Swords. Yeah. 7th house and something fishy going on. And a King of Cups. All right, so that could be your energy. You could be dealing with another water sign. And we have a King of Pentacles. So something to do with money. In this deck, we also have kings that are female. Another King of Pentacles. This time, wow. This time the male version. So this is the Capricorn also. And the King of Cups, the female version. This is very interesting, this reading. I have never seen this. Look at this. Look at this. All right, this is deep. Get ready. It's very deep. All right, we have a 7 of Swords here, which we know can be Fibonacci's, which can be, people who like to tell porkies and their nose grows. So it can be also little white lies. It can be lying to yourself, though, also. And that's what I feel is maybe going on for you. Remember, full moons bring things to light. And because we're dealing with a full moon that's in your subconscious, you can run, but you can't hide. All right? So that's what's going on. So look at this energy. We have the King of Cups, which is you. A King of Pentacles, the female version. It's interesting that it goes back and forth between the genders here. And then we have the King of Pentacles, the male version. And then we have the King of Cups again, the female version. So there is a situation for you to deal with in terms of probably your finances. So it could be real estate. It could be job oriented. Remember, 8th house is highlighted for you as well. Other people's money. There could be a power play going on. That's possible because we got, this Capricorn, Venus conjunct Pluto in the 7th house can be power plays, especially around love, money, resources, like who's in charge, who's in control, who's going to make the decisions. Can be something like that going on. But I'm really feeling that something about you are of two minds about something, and your actions may not be matching your words, and your actions and words may not also be matching your subconscious. I hope that's making sense. I'm feeling like you have got to get clarity this week, Cancer, and get brutally honest with yourself, 7 of Swords, with whatever this King of Pentacles situation represents for you. It could be two different situations also. One could be involving resources around a relationship. The other one could be resources surrounding, other people's money in some way, or taxes, tax-related things, or a real estate deal. So I feel like because you're the last energy here, you are going to make a decision that I think you feel comfortable with by the time we end this week. But I do feel like you're going to go back and forth on something. And you may not even have all the information either. You may think you do, but you may not. So don't kid yourself either, Seven of Swords here, and be like, oh yeah, well, I already know this, and this. Do you really? Do you really know those things? Now, I'm not saying you don't know them. I'm just, your friendly advisor here saying, make sure you're not telling yourself things that aren't true in making some sort of big decision. Now, is it possible you're dealing with 4 different people here, you or 3 different people? That is possible, sure. But because of the nature of it and how it fits in also with the astrology, I really think this is something to do with you and making some sort of important decision about your finances. So I would also say, don't let yourself be talked into something, whether you're talking yourself into it or somebody else is trying to pull the wool over your eyes and talk you into it either. And they may also try to appeal to greed a little bit here with the 2 Kings of Pentacles showing up and the 7 of Swords. It can be a little, and I'm not saying you're greedy. Listen to what I'm saying. If there's somebody in your world, another water sign perhaps, who's trying to get you to do something, could even be the earth sign, but they may think a way to manipulate you is through greed, but that's not going to work. I don't think, from these energies, but I'm just saying that's how they may operate. Oh, you could make, $1 million if you just sign up for this, blah, 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 something like that when it's a load of hooey. So this is a very deep energy situation going on this week. And I would say if you do not have clarity by the end of this week, don't do anything. Do not do a thing. Don't make a decision, defer, especially because Venus is going to go retrograde on December 19th. And we do not want to make big money decisions, big money moves when Venus is retrograde. And she's going to be retrograde until January 29th. So don't let yourself be pressured. Really be brutally honest with something that's going on with yourself as well. Especially because there really could be big money involved with this decision also because of the 2 Kings of Pentacles showing up. So everybody's situation is different. You got to apply the energy to your life, as I always say. But bottom line here, if you don't have the clarity, don't do it. And you got to be honest as to whether or not you have the clarity. All right, Leo, so the full moon is happening in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. We also have the Venus-Pluto conjunction of empowerment happening for you in your 6th house of work and well-being. And we have Jupiter getting ready to leave your 7th house of relationships. So commitments may be tested in this week ahead. Thank you, Ariel. Commitments may be tested. I feel like this is kind of a do or die moment for you. Like if something is supposed to manifest, if you're supposed to continue to invest your time and energy into it, you will see that by the light of the full moon. If you don't see that, then it is likely that you'll be getting some sort of sign that you should not continue in that direction. So that's what I feel. Let's see what we have for you. And like I said, it may have something to do with a relationship. All right, so we have a King of Wands here. That is your energy. And we have Temperance, the Sagittarius energy. The Page of Cups. The Queen of Swords. And the Chariot. Okay. So it seems we're going to get some good news for you. So that's good. Something that you have been patiently waiting on and hoping for. And this could be about a relationship. It could be about anything, because the King of Wands here, anything you feel passionate about. Anything that lights your fire. Leo, you've been wanting to have that situation transform. You want it to heal. You want it to bear fruit. You've been patiently holding the flame, carrying a torch for somebody. That's possible also. And here we have the news, the Page of Cups. We have something surprising manifesting. Here's the Gemini energy, the Queen of Swords here at that full moon. And you're going to be moving forward. And it's the Chariot, which is nice. So moving forward in victory, a new path opening up for you. So I think there may be some very surprising good news for you. Now, of course, whatever's going on in your heart is going to be different for every Leo watching this. So just remember that. But it seems like there is some affirming news that's going to make you feel confident that you can continue to invest and move forward on this particular path with this particular person, project, etc. So this is very interesting. I'm also feeling that after we get out of the Venus and Mercury retrograde, so the 7th of February, here's our air energy, and here's the number 7. February 7th, there may be also some other very clear message and sign you get about this situation as well going forward. Because we've got a lot of retrograde energy coming up, starting December 19th with Venus, and then she's all that way in January. Mercury goes retrograde middle of January. There's a very crazy full moon that's happening in the middle of January. There's some energy in January that's not ideal, shall we say. So what I feel is you get some affirmation. You get a positive affirmation, a heartfelt, even Page of Cups, surprise little twist affirmation that keep doing what you're doing. Keep pouring your heart and soul into it. I mean, this could be a business enterprise. That's possible with this King of Wands, especially if you own your own business and it's a passion project for you or something like that. Know that just keep the faith with the Temperance card here, and the next level of success will roll out for you February 7th. There's something connected with that first full week of February that is connected, as I said, with the full moon, with this revelation, with this news that you get at this time this week. So just kind of keep that in your back of your mind as well. Whatever is going on with this King of Wands situation, because the Temperance is here, it is going to take a little time to fully shift, to fully hit that Chariot at full throttle, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so just hang in there is an important message as well for you, Leo. All right, Virgo. So the full moon is happening in your 10th house of career and calling and change of status in the world. We have the Venus-Pluto conjunction happening in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, and the entrepreneur. And then we have Jupiter getting ready to leave your 6th house of work and well-being. So very interesting energies here. Change of status can be something like getting engaged, getting married, getting divorced, moving in with somebody. So it changes your status, how people see you in the world. Also career as well. So there could be something like a creative project, maybe 5th house, that you've been working on for a while. You finally get some news about that. There could be maybe a proposal. There could be some other important decision about your status in life. All right, let's see. Going from employed to retired to back in the workforce, that's also a change in status. Let's see what we have, Virgo. We have the 8 of Swords. And we have the 3 of Cups. Very good news coming in. The Hanged Man. The King of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. Beautiful energies here, Virgo. Absolutely beautiful. So this is very interesting. We have the full moon in Gemini right here. This may happen by Thursday with the 4 of Wands, so the 4th day of the week. Now, in this deck we have female kings as well, so don't be alarmed that you're seeing this. All right. Now, there could have been a situation that has been because this is both Pisces energies, Three of Cups and the Hangman. But we have an Eight of Swords that starts everything off. So you could have conceived a really exciting project in March. But for whatever reason, it got put on hold, got put on ice with the Hangman here. For whatever reason, okay, this could have been changing a job. This could have been, I want to retire, but the timing wasn't right. Or I wanted my investments to grow more before I retire. There could have been talk of having a wedding, but we couldn't do it because of, the current situation in the world, because Three of Cups can be some sort of celebration like wedding. So we felt stuck. Eight of Swords. What were we supposed to do? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all run off to Vegas this weekend. So some of you may decide to elope. This Four of Wands here, this King of Swords showing up at this full moon, you might decide just, you know what? This situation is whatever it is. We're in love. We want to go and do it. We're going to go do it. So if you're going to get married, please do it before the 19th when Venus goes retrograde. So some of you may be doing that. Four of Wands is also a wedding card. So that's for some of you. Others of you, what's happening is some other thing that got put on hold, like perhaps a promotion, some sort of work project that you maybe have been working on, Eight of Swords, and your mind has only been focused on this. It is getting wrapped up. Notice this is the cage. He's going to get ready to fly the coop here. And it gets wrapped up to great success, Four of Wands, by this full moon. And the Four of Wands can also be an energy of celebration, good news, and also crossing a threshold, right? Everything's a metaphor. Crossing a threshold into some sort of new situation, new life, new destiny because of what gets revealed at this full moon. Some sort of good news finally coming in about whatever has been held up. So Virgo, this is excellent no matter which way we look at this for you. Your waiting and your hard work absolutely will pay off. And if you have been thinking about running away and getting married, this really may be a good time to do it. Okay? Friday, Saturday, just not the 19th. Okay? Don't do it the 19th. So leave me a comment. Virgo, let me know. Are you running away to Vegas this weekend? Let me know. All right? All right, Libras. So the full moon is happening in your 9th house, the big picture perspective of your life. You have Venus and Pluto conjunct in your 4th house of home, family, roots, what nourishes you and what feeds you. So I hope that we're not having, Libras, any power struggles going on in the home. There may be, though. There could be something, especially maybe some things about money. And then we have Jupiter getting ready to leave your 5th house of creativity, romance, and the entrepreneur. All right, so let's see what we have for you. Libras. The High Priestess and the moon. Something's coming out of the shadows at that full moon. Here's your energy, Queen of Swords, and also the Gemini energy. The Three of Wands. Okay, I like that. And the Lovers. Okay, there's our Gemini. All right, so Libras. I'm going to read this a couple different ways. So at the full moon, information is coming to light for sure. And it's big news because it's major arcanas. And we have 3 out of the 5 cards are major arcanas. So some sort of major news that you have been waiting on, here you are with your spyglass, is finally coming to light. It may have something to do with the Gemini. It may have something to do with the big picture of your life and the direction you want to go in. And maybe you've been waiting for some news about, what's my next move? What am I going to do next? You may have planted some seeds back at the end of March. That's possible in Aries season, even in early April, at that Aries new moon that happened, in April, and they are likely to be bearing some fruit this week. Some good news coming in, the Three of Wands here next to this lover. So especially anything to do with communications, sales, networking, business sales related to communications, any sort of passion project. You could be getting the go-ahead that you're going to have some sort of acceptance to a college, a university. You're going to be starting a new study program. There could be something going on with a book contract. Maybe your book is coming out this week. That's possible. Getting an editor, getting an agent. All of these possibilities here. It goes back to, again, what nourishes you and what feeds you. Your Venus conjunct Pluto in that 4th house. So we have some strong roots. Here's the girl. Look at her hair all the way down here. So we have something that can take root this week that could grow deep roots. As long as the passion is there for whatever this thing is that you're doing. So, and that's why I'm saying it's going to come out this week, Libra. Like you're going to see, yes, this person and I, we really click. It could be a love relationship. It's very possible that you have been waiting on news patiently. Here you are looking at the future like, hello, am I ever going to hear from this person again? You could have met them a while ago. And for whatever reason, they were out and now they come back. That's possible. Or they may have been not revealing their true feelings. Their true feelings may absolutely come out at this full moon. And you're going to see how much how the intensity of their feelings for you, shall we say. So all of these are possibilities. You got to apply the energy to your life. But we have very positive energy of something good that could really grow immensely in your life. Could be a new friend, because lovers can be, soulmate, a reconnection with something that you've really enjoyed doing, because you're getting that affirmation from the universe that it's a go, like this can happen for you, Libra. So this is great energy. The thing is, though, is this is interesting. The High Priestess and the Moon. It is possible that there may be a little fear or trepidation around. So this could be your own like shadow material, or you're afraid, is this ever going to happen? Like you're doubting a little bit. Or maybe somebody didn't want to reveal their true feelings because they were fearful you'd reject them. So it could be something like that. So I feel like there's also energy here of perhaps clearing the air in some way as well. And maybe if you have a relationship already, if there has been a misunderstanding, it's like you guys can clear the air and really reconnect at this full moon also. And realize that, you know what, we're actually on the same page. We just got our wires crossed a little bit. And we have to be more open with one another with our communication. So that's a possibility too. I think all of this is very, very favorable ultimately for you, Libra. All right, Scorpio. So the full moon is happening in your 8th house of personal transformation. Your house, right? You are the 8th house. But the full moon's happening in Gemini, your 8th house. We have the Venus-Pluto conjunction happening in your 3rd house of communication. So there could be some intense conversations over the next 6 weeks about what you value. Sharing your values with other people. Having intense discussions about money and investments. And then we also have Jupiter leaving your 4th house of home, family, roots, what nourishes you and what feeds you. All right, so let's see what we have for you. Scorpio. The 7 of Pentacles. All right. And here's your energy. The Queen of Cups. The 2 of Cups. The Sun. We got some Leo. And the Page of Wands. Wow. This is very good. So you're making a move toward some new situation in your life this week that Could be something to do with career because of the Leo energy here, but also can simply be something to do with a heart's desire. Perhaps if you're in the dating world, this could be connecting with somebody that you really fancy and who fancies you. So you could meet somebody new this week. The energy is good for that with the Two of Cups here. And the Sun card. Again, maybe they're a Leo, doesn't have to be, but and the Page of Wands here. So again, just starting to date or back out in the dating world, the Page of Wands, Sagittarius energy, and doing a thorough investigation. Here he is with his little spyglass in terms of, what is this person all about? You know what I'm talking about, Scorpio. You like to dig deep and do those investigations, those psychic and intuitive investigations of people that you meet. And you're going to find that there's some very simpatico energy going on here with this Two of Cups. You could really be meeting a kindred spirit in the week ahead. Now, if you're already happily with somebody, this could be somebody new that you meet in a business context, as a friend, out and about in a social way, and you guys are going to hit it off. There could be the spark of a really lovely friendship developing. Again, this is something new because of the Page of Wands here. It's early days. You may have just met them in Sagittarius season only like 2 weeks ago. Could even be just 2 weeks ago that you met them. But the flame is there with the Leo energy, the Sun card. The flame is there between the two of you to enjoy one another's company. That's the Sun card also. So you may have been alone for a while or felt lonely. Here you are, Seven of Pentacles on the top of this tree, all alone, looking at what's been, what might have been, coulda, woulda, shouldas, all these apples, some that got ripe, some that didn't, and you're next to this energy. So, you have been recently reevaluating your life in terms of your personal connections, and you're ready. You're ready for investing, because that's the Seven of Pentacles also, investing in relationships that are going to be simpatico and sustain you and be heart-centered, not be ones of convenience or using one another or anything like that. You want something really, really genuine. And that's what we have here with this Two of Cups and the Sun card. Now, another way to look at this also is there could be some important meeting ahead, a deal that gets struck, a job interview, and it could go very well with the Sun card next to it. And by the end of the week, it's very possible, hear some very good news about that meeting, that deal, that opportunity with the Page of Wands here. So whichever way you look at this energy, it looks pretty good. All right, Sagittarius, your full moon in Gemini is happening in your 7th house of relationships. And we have the Venus-Pluto conjunction happening in your 2nd house of money. So resources and how you use them, self-esteem regarding your finances, any sort of power struggles, reclaiming your power over your money and putting your money behind what you value, investing in what you value, investing in your values, all of these things, the Venus-Pluto, empowering yourself, not letting other people disempower you when it comes to finances. So we have that going on. And then we have Jupiter leaving your 3rd house of communications and daily environment. So let's see what we have going on for you, Sag. High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. All right. The Tower. Oh, isn't that exciting? The 9 of Pentacles. I like that. And the 7 of Swords. What is that doing here? All right, this is what I feel. I'm pausing for a moment because I'm tuning in. I think it is possible this week that you get some very sudden news about some sort of finances that were hidden from you in some way. And it comes to light and you can benefit by it. because of the Nine of Pentacles here. Seven of Swords isn't always bad. It's not always fibbies, or Fibonacci's as I like to call them, Pinocchio noses. Sometimes it can be about having some sort of strategy. But I find it interesting in this reading that we have deception over here and we have things hidden over here. So, but we have the Tower in the middle. So something comes to light, Knight of Wands, very, very quickly here. Probably you find it out. Like, I think you stumble upon something in the week ahead, some sort of information, because this is your energy. And this could even be, it could be something as simple as you misplaced a paper that you got in the mail about some sort of refund from the government or a rebate on something you purchased, something like that. And it was hidden, because you know how you are sometimes with your papers, where they were hidden. Where did I put that and all this stuff? It was hidden, and like you're finally deciding to have a big clear out. Here's your energy, and you're all in your Sagittarian whirlwind of cleaning the house, and here's you cleaning the house, the Tower, and then you find this piece of paper, and you're like, it's Nine of Pentacles. I could have had some money. So you make the strategy to go get the money. Hopefully it didn't expire, and you can still get the money that's due you. So I feel like, honestly, that's the most common explanation that would probably apply to most people. But it really could be also some sort of opportunity, because the Nine of Pentacles is here. So some sort of opportunity that, I'm not going to say that it was hidden from you, but it wasn't forthcoming, shall we say. You find out about it. You may have a little bit of temper tantrum about it, because it's next to the Knight of Wands and the Tower here. So you may be like, well, why didn't they tell me about that job that was opening up at my company? I would have applied for it. And then you get your undies in a twist a little bit, but then you're going to say, wait a minute. If I really want to manifest this Nine of Pentacles, I got to be smart about it, Seven of Swords, and I got to come up with a strategy. Let me check. Is the deadline still available? Can I hurry up and apply for it? So it could be something like that, which is maybe a little more devious, shall we say, with this energy. But whatever it is that you discover, you can take advantage of that information, but you have to do it smartly. If you go riding off, shooting from the hip, temper tantrumy, and all like, wah! Oh, I scared Ariel. If you do that, I don't think that's going to serve you over here and manifesting the Nine of Coins. So be smart about whatever this is this week for you. Because yes, with Venus conjunct Pluto in your second house of money, there could have been somebody trying to pull the wool over your eyes or just not tell you something, just withhold the info. But you're going to find out. That's Jupiter in the third house leaving. He's going to give you the gift of finding out that information so that you can use it to your advantage. So just be astute to that with this Tower here, Sagittarius. Because like I said, I feel like next to the Knight of Wands, it could be some sort of outburst. And I don't think that that's going to serve you. Capricorn, what's going on for you in the week ahead? Venus-Pluto conjunction in your sign. Talk about metamorphosis. This is what it's all about. Changing up and transforming your attitudes about what you deserve, because you deserve a lot. Jupiter is going to be leaving your second house of money. And we have the full moon in Gemini in your sixth house of work and well-being. So it is possible this week, this could be a show me the money type week for you, Capricorn. So let's see what the energies have to say. You could be a big power player, power broker with your career. Big deal could be going down. Very possible here. Let's see. Just remember to sign all big deals before December 19th. Page of Pentacles. All right. And the Three of Cups. I love that for you, Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles. Manifesting. 10 of Cups. And the 8 of Wands. I would have liked if you like a 10 of Pentacles. I mean, I'll take a 10 of Cups, but we do have 2 good Pentacles here, though. So we have our Page of Pentacles, good news coming in about money. Knight of Pentacles, something that can grow. Slow and steady wins the race. 10 of Cups, that will make you very happy and that may have another further development in August of next year. The 8 of Wands. So there is something that's likely to get the green light in the week ahead in those areas that I mentioned. And this, 10 of Cups, even if we don't look at it as relationship, we really analyze it through the houses of your chart. This is just like all is right in my world. I am so freaking happy that this has finally manifested. 3 of Cups, joyous celebration. It could have something to do with where you're living, how you're living, who you're living with. It could be a real estate deal going down. You have Jupiter in your second house of money. So there could be a big real estate money deal happening. Very possible. But I also feel that there is something big that's going to be getting started for you because the Page is here and she has this beautiful flower and it has the deep roots. And pages for me are the baby steps. So, and then it goes to the Knight of Pentacles. So there's something that's going to continue to evolve out of the news that comes this week. And it is likely that it's going to lead you in very surprising and exciting new directions in your life. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy here. So, and when I say August, because this 8 of Wands, that is Leo energy for me. It's not like, oh, now we're just sitting around, nothing happens till August. No, the way I'm presenting this and the way I look at it is that threads of whatever the news is this week may have a connection. If you look back by the time we get to August, may have a connection to August energies. But what I also feel too is that if there has been something that has been a little slow in manifesting with this Knight of Pentacles, this news that comes in really fires you up, 8 of Wands, and gets the ball freaking rolling also. All right, like now, rolling. But remember, as I've been telling all the signs, we have some very dicey energy happening in January. If you want to know more about that, get my Perfect Timing prosperity calendar and video horoscope. It's not just a calendar. I also give you a monthly horoscope. The link is in the description of the video, and you'll have the heads up of all these energies. January's in there. February, you get the horoscope 2 months in advance. So you get the whole calendar, but then you get also the video horoscope 2 months in advance so you can plan. And, that's why I'm saying that, yes, things will get moving, but also this may take another 8 weeks. It could be that by the time we get to middle of February, or 8th of February, you're really rocking and rolling with whatever this situation is as well. That gets shifted this week, and that gets some good news behind it. So remember, general readings, but you should be very happy. We have cards of personal happiness, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and Page of Coins, good money news. So however this continues to evolve, you're going to finally feel this sense of momentum and excitement in something to do with your work, your finances, and also a personal transformation of your life and greater happiness, Capricorn, and you freaking deserve it. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you. So the full moon's happening in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, the entrepreneur, taking risks. We also have the Venus-Pluto conjunction in your 12th house. So there may be things bubbling up from your subconscious about the issues of power, especially in regards to love and money. And then we have Jupiter getting ready to leave your first house and go into your 2nd house of money at the end of this month. So very interesting. Let's see what's happening for you We have the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. The Nine of Cups. The Six of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. Very, very nice, Aquarius. So there could be something going on with a water sign in your life. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, King of Cups here, or somebody who has strong water in their chart. There could be some sort of message from them, the Knight of Swords here, some sort of quick decision to get together, to meet up. You may not have seen them in a while. That's possible with the Six of Cups here. Maybe they're a childhood friend, something like that. There could be a reunion with somebody, especially a water sign. It is also possible that if you have a water sign partner, you guys make the quick decision to get away for a pleasure trip. Nine of Cups here. That's maybe the long weekend or overnight or something like that, away from the kids, so that you can invest and enjoy one another's company with the Ace of Pentacles here. Because maybe you've been feeling a little out of touch with one another and you want to strengthen that bond again, that Ace of Pentacles. There's no bad energies here. It just is like reinvigorating the commitment in the relationship. So that's possible for some of you. For others of you, there is news from a water sign, probably about some sort of work-related project, maybe communications. Could be involving children. This is, Six of Cups here. So could be, if you're writing a children's book or any sort of enterprise involving children, if you're a teacher, social worker, work with kids, whatever it might be, you create products for kids, sell kids clothes, whatever it is. So there could be some sort of message here that should make you very happy. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. There could be somebody who wants to invest in you. Ace of Pentacles here. They want to offer you some sort of job. That's possible. You could be landing a big client in the week ahead, especially if it's something related to children. But of course, not everybody is in a child-related career. The Six of Cups is also simpatico energy. It really is about just heartfelt good energy, like when two innocent kids have it for one another and they enjoy playing with one another, and it's just a sweet, beautiful energy. So you could be having that type of energy with somebody in your life. Doesn't have to be a water sign, but there's an emotional bond, an emotional connection, and it fulfills a wish, which for you could be to deepen that bond in a personal way, or it could be that we deepen that bond in terms of some sort of job offer or new client or new product or service or something like that because of the Ace of Coins here. So good feelings all around with this energy, alignment, happiness, wish fulfilled, and the information coming in very quick. It is likely because, again, it's the air energy. We have the air full moon. So I would say probably by the end of the week. And something beautiful, whatever this news and connection is, this wish fulfilled, there's further developments with it because the Ace of Pentacles here is the last energy. So something gets started as a result of this wish being fulfilled. So that is very, very nice. Something solid that can grow deep roots. So Pisces, the full moon is happening in your 4th house of home, family, roots, what nourishes you and what feeds you. We have the Venus-Pluto conjunction happening in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. And we have Jupiter making his move in your 12th house, that protective influence. When he's in your 12th house, it's like an angel on your shoulder. And he's going to get ready to move into your sign, Pisces, December 29th. So get ready for that. When Jupiter is transiting our own sun sign, it is a blessing. Happens only once every 12 years. So let's see what we have for you. So something's coming to light about probably your home life at this full moon. So let's see what we have. High Priestess, she's been coming up a couple times in this reading today. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. All right, so something's going on with your home. Wheel, baby. Here's your Jupiter. Five of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. I feel one more. Eight of Swords. I feel one more. Six of Pentacles. Okay. So there's something going on here for sure about changing up your home environment. You may be wanting to move, or you're worried about paying your rent or mortgage, something like that with the Five of Pentacles here. But I think it has to do with a move because we have the Knight of Wands here, which is a classic moving card. I feel like from these energies, there's something here about you changing your mindset. Eight of Swords is here, which can, of course, be being mentally stuck. We're stuck in a rut of thinking. There is a possibility for you to receive the assistance you need from the universe. The Six of Pentacles is the benevolent card. The universe is here. So if you are wanting to make a change, Knight of Wands, in your home environment, but currently you're like, well, I don't have the money for the apartment deposit. I don't have the mortgage financing, like they're not approving me, or I don't have the down payment yet. Whatever it is, or the house I want, it just keeps, every time I bid on one, somebody outbids me, something like that. So some area where you keep feeling like it's not happening, the Five of Pentacles, with manifesting this Four of Pentacles, solid home base, new one, Knight of Wands, the universe is going to give you, I think, a piece of news out of the woodwork, coming out of the woodwork, High Priestess, some sort of information you could take action on. And in about 6 weeks, by the time Venus gets out of her retrograde, you could, and Jupiter will be in Pisces, you could very possibly, remember this is a possibility, be moving more solidly in the direction of manifesting this new Four of Pentacles home situation for you. The universe is generous. Money can come to us and opportunities can come to us in very unexpected ways, miraculous ways even. There's many stories of those things happening. You may even have some stories of your own. So what this is saying to me this week is the full moon is going to bring some sort of information to light from the universe to hang in there. And don't give up. The situation will change. Work on your mindset, Eight of Swords. Because help is on its way. And that help is likely to come from Jupiter when he's in your sign. All right? So if there is a delay, because that Five of Pentacles for me is showing up as some sort of, there has been a delay. Know that it's protective because of the Jupiter, and you'll get there in the end. The Six of Pentacles is very good when we're talking about funding. And notice we go from a 5 to the Six of Pentacles. So this situation will shift, Pisces. It will shift. I'm trying to see if there's another way I can interpret this energy for you. I mean, it is possible that some of you are getting that information this week of how it's going to shift because of the Sagittarius energy that is showing up here. So that is possible for some of you that there's been a delay, especially the last couple of months with the High Priestess, and you've been anxiously waiting news. Four of Pentacles. Are we going to get the house? Are we going to get the funding? Is the apartment going to take me with my credit or whatever it might be? And, you know, you've been kind of hanging in there, and then the universe brings you the go-ahead. But there is still something here about you opening up your mind to greater possibilities for yourself with shifting this home situation. Okay, I know a lot of times everybody's like, well, we need money to do X, Y, Z. Yes, this is true. You do need money to do X, Y, and Z. But we forget, or we need to be reminded, that money doesn't always have to manifest through just a job. Money manifests in very unusual ways. Opportunities, doors opening, manifest in very unusual ways. And when Jupiter is transiting our sun sign, the year that he does that, that is exactly what can happen. Miracles. Jupiter is the energy of miracles. So whatever the situation is here for you, work on your mindset first and foremost about this shifting for yourself. And the moment you start getting out of that Eight of Swords, like, oh, I can't see it ever happening for me. That's the Eight of Swords, right? I'm never going to see it. Get out of that energy and start seeing it in your reality. And it is very likely some sort of benevolence will flow your way. So thank you so much for joining me for your weekly tarot reading, horoscope forecast, full moon in Gemini. Wow, we accomplished a lot in this reading, didn't we? So thank you so very much for watching. We love you guys very, very much. Have a great week. Jupiter, remember, stay positive, optimistic, and miracles happen. They happen every day. Why not have a miracle happen for you and for your life? I'm rooting for you. I want that for you. We want that for you. So let's all hold a good thought for one another, for manifesting some sort of beautiful miracle in our lives in the week ahead. All right, take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.